Hi everybody, आप सभी को मेरा सादर जय जिनेंद्र. I hope you guys are doing great and आपको हमारा analysis पसंद आ रहा है. So guys, without wasting much time, let us get started with our understanding of the market. So guys, first of all, let us discuss Nifty, right? So as we were discussing yesterday that our view remains negative on Nifty because Nifty is showing me clear weakness on the chart. Now let's go to 5 minutes time frame and have a look at what Nifty is doing. So today we had one of our highest probable setup play out in Nifty. If you see, Nifty was trading in a very wide range in the first 1 hour. Then it gave a breakout on the upside. Now remember one thing, when a breakout happens from a wide range, usually it fails to sustain. And as soon as the market comes back inside the range, we see a very sharp drop. Now remember, if you're an options buyer, you should actually look for those areas where buyers or sellers they are trapped, because these trapped buyers or sellers can lead to very strong momentum, and you will see this type of setup play out even on the downside. So I'm just going to take you through Bank Nifty's chart of last Friday, right? So let me take you to the chart of Bank Nifty as well. So this was Bank Nifty, right? Now have a look at this. This was the low, right? And this was the high. As soon as the market comes back, right, inside the range, you see what a strong momentum. And again, when the market breaks the day high from a wide range and fails to sustain, we again see a drop in the range. Now, these are the kind of moves you will see, right, if you are trading the traps. Now, usually these traps are very good for options buyer because they lead to very strong momentum on either sides. So always keep a radar, right, whenever there is a trap happening. Now, let us talk about something very interesting as to how we can plan out our Nifty trades, because Nifty is again much more weaker than Bank Nifty, right? So we'll focus on Nifty. Now, this is the 5 minutes time frame chart of Nifty. We clearly know that we are already bearish, right? We also have some trapped buyers who must have bought over here, over here, over here, assuming that the market is now trading well above the nearest resistance, right? So अब हम क्या करेंगे? We'll just mark these important levels for reference. For example, if you see over here, the market has fallen sharply, and this is the nearest swing high, right? Over here, right? This is a support. So if this is taken out, we can expect a target of 16,850 on the downside. Correct. So this is the plan for Nifty. Sell below this level. This is the target, right? Very simple understanding in Nifty because the market is looking weak. But remember one thing, budget is nearby. It's best that you observe the markets rather than trading if you're very new to the markets, because the premiums are shooting like anything. And today we also got an opportunity to trade with our batchmates, where we shorted some Bank Nifty calls because the premiums are very high. Now, whenever the premiums are high, right, option selling can be lucrative because you get bigger rewards, right? So more on options will be coming across to you guys as well very soon. So don't worry, we are starting with a very detailed guide on how anybody can get started with the stock market. So don't worry about it. Now let's move on to some stocks. So yesterday we discussed a stock for positional trading. So today also I'm gonna discuss a stock which is on a weekly time frame. The name of the stock is IDFC. Right. So let's go to IDFC on a weekly time frame. Now, if you see, this is a particular range which this particular stock has been. Now I've gone to the monthly time frame as well so that you understand even better. So if you see, IDFC has been inside this range for its lifetime. And if you zoom in, we see that the stock has broken out and has now, it's now retesting that particular area, sustaining above this particular resistance. So you can expect very big targets. In this case, my stop loss is going to be over here, which is about 48, 49. So below this, the stock becomes weak. And what are the targets? You can expect the lifetime high in this particular stock, right, which is about 122. So these are the targets for IDFC. So the stock is looking good on weekly time frame as well as monthly time frame. Now, another stock which is looking very good on a monthly time frame is Maruti. Now, we have been talking about this stock over the last 2-3 months when it was at around 7,500, and now it's jumped to 8,500, and we have a good monthly closing. Now, if you see both IDFC as well as Maruti, now the candle which is closed is a monthly candle closing. So we are entering with much more confirmation. तो आप देखोगे even Maruti Suzuki has broken out from this beautiful structure. ये जो structure है ये काफी beautiful structure है. You can expect, I mean, all-time high is a very short-term target, I would say in this case. Here you can expect much bigger. Here you can expect much bigger targets up to 12,000 as well. Now this was Maruti Suzuki for you. Now let us focus on some intraday stocks on the shorting side and not on the long side, because you know our view for the markets as of now is on the shorter side. So the first stock on my radar is Hindustan Unilever. So remember one thing, we always check a stock on a daily time frame. So if you look at Hindustan Unilever on daily time frame, what do you see? Now it's very easy, if you're able to look at the price action, right? We will go to the smaller time frame as well. If you see, this stock is trading inside this particular mother candle, right? So any breakdown below this level can lead to very, very strong momentum on the downside, as we already have a downtrend momentum going on. So it is probably a halt before the breakout. Now let's go on an hourly time frame. Probably we'll be able to mark our levels much, much better, right? Now this particular structure looks very good for your, for your short-term trades and options as well, right? So any breakdown below this swing, now this swing is, let's mark the levels, which is around 2276. The stock looks very, very lucrative, right? We can see good downside momentum in Hindustan Unilever. The second stock on our radar is going to be Divis Lab. Now, if you see, we spoke about Divis Lab yesterday as well. Now, remember one thing, when a stock is hovering around its low, again and again, I want to short it. So today it opened with a gap up. So obviously our levels were not triggered, right? It just did not cross the levels. So if you see, it is again back at the level of its support. Any breakdown from this level can lead to again strong momentum on the downside. Now let us discuss two stocks which we had discussed yesterday, and both of them have given quite good momentum. Let's have a look at first Siemens for intraday, right? Which we were talking about yesterday. Let's go on a 5 minutes time frame. So if you see on a 5 minutes time frame, this particular stock opens flat, right? Opens flat near the previous day high, gives a very, very strong momentum on the upside, and then it reverses. But while we are talking about intraday over here, so it gave a pretty strong momentum from our buying area. Correct. Let's go to another stock, which was Tata Consumer. Again, look at the strong momentum Tata Consumer gives after it takes out all the nearby resistances, right? So our buying area was 710 with the stop loss of 702. And if you see, it's given a very strong upside until 729. Now, a lot of you may have a lot of confusion regarding stock selection. Most of you have this, thing that stock selection can be very tricky and all of it. So the first thing which you should do is go watch the last 3-4 videos as well, on stocks for tomorrow. Also, I have a detailed video, right? And based on which I also give you stocks sometime. So you can go watch that video where I've shared 2 screeners as well. And more on that coming ahead for swing trading and positional trading as well. So I hope you like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and let's grow together. So with that note, thank you so much, guys. I am also sharing some links which you can use for reference, especially the Bank Nifty day high, day low traps video, which you are simply going to use it for sure. Because it's a very easy, low risk, high reward setup, right? So all of this is there on the channel. So go, do your bit of exploring the channel, and you will get a lot of content. With that note, thank you so much, guys. We are little far away from this milestone of 10K on YouTube. So yeah, I know I'm not being that consistent on YouTube, but yes, you see, YouTube requires a lot of time, and I am married, so I have to manage a lot of things. Any which ways, more jokes we'll be discussing going forward. So with that note, again, thank you so much, guys. I will be seeing you tomorrow again. Thank you so much. So these are the stocks you can trade for Monday. Thank you so much, guys.